KI was
What's
one
up,
of the most
YouTube? It's your
famous
boy
savages
Gavin
in
back with
Chicago.
another video.
And what makes her story so
story.
shocking is that she was a teenage girl putting crazy pressure on the ops.
That's crazy.
She helped take the war in Chirac to a whole new level of violence. And today we're breaking down who actually took her out. Before we get into who ended up killing her, we gotta take a look at why the ops wanted KI dead so badly. KI started off her life in Chicago like a normal kid, but the streets started taking people from her at an early age.
Wow.
Her father was murdered before she even turned 2.
Damn.
Later, KI watched her own brother get killed right in front of her. She moved
Nah,
to a
that
gangster
have to
disciple
make
hood
you
around
go
63rd
crazy,
and
bro.
St. Lawrence that's run by
Your
a
brother,
set called
your daddy
STL
died,
EBT.
it's true. And your brother died in front
hanging
of
out
you,
with
bro.
street dudes like her homie Tuka.
That'll make
Tuka
you
and
go
KI
crazy.
was real close, and his death in 2011 is what turned her into a killer. A couple years before Tuka was shot and killed, the GDs had allegedly killed a black disciple named Edric Walker.
Niggas be
And
trolling that
that's what led to
name.
the new beef and why the BDs was sliding in op territory looking for
R.I.P. to him,
revenge.
though. R.I.P. to everybody who
Standing at
died.
a bus stop, some dudes rolled up on him and started letting off shots. He was tragically killed at just 15 years old.
Damn.
STL EBT changed their name to Tukaville
You
in honor
age
of
or dying age.
one of the dudes who allegedly took him
15,
out was a
boy.
BD from Wick City
I
named
don't
Odie
live to
Perry.
see nothing yet,
8
bro.
months later, he ended up dead too.
Damn.
According to rumors, KI and her homie FBG Butter slid on Tuka's birthday and was ready to take out the first op they spotted. OD was riding his bike on the 400 block of East 64th Street when they allegedly saw him and started shooting. OD got shot in the neck and died on the scene. And KI is the one who allegedly got the hit. OD was one of the most feared and respected dudes in Wick City, and his death was a massive blow to the BDs. After he died, they started calling their hood O Block, which is how the most famous area in Chicago got its name. After OD died, KI kept up the pressure in the streets and started calling the BDs on social media too. It's never been confirmed that she's the one who killed OD, but FBG Wooski shouted KI and butt out for making O Block on Twitter. There's rumors that it was actually Ruger's brother, MLB Scrap, who killed OD though. A couple months after OD died, Scrap tweeted, "Go Block, we made O Block. The mother was lying, no bullshit." And on the track exposing me, Ruger raps, "Got some information."
He may go block, but these niggas
know.
be funny as shit,
Talk that
bro.
shit, but they don't even know who made the O. Drop a bag on your head, my shooters get paid to blow. It ain't clear if I was a shooter or not, but in June 2012, she took another L that pushed her even deeper into the streets. On June 24th, 2012, KI's little cousin Taekwon Tyler was at a house party when a fight broke out and somebody started shooting. Taekwon wasn't the target, but he got hit by a straight bullet and tragically didn't make it out alive. KI is allegedly the one who taught him how to move in the streets.
And I am,
She
but
was
that
right
one,
there
he
to
like
see him get killed over
18,
nothing. She changed her Twitter handle to Taekwon Assassin after he died, and that's when her strange relationship with King Von started. According to rumors, Von and some other BDs caught KI lacking on the train and put hands on him. Von hopped on Twitter to clown her over the situation, and KI clapped back and said she just had some bruises, but her 40 cal would put a hole in the op's face. They started going back and forth on Twitter, and Von asked KI if she was a gangster or KI clapped back and said Von knew she was a shooter and told him he could die if he wants to pop out on her block. Both of them said they killed the other one if they caught him lacking. But then, the situation took a turn. On the same day they were sending death threats, KI tweeted, "Retweet if you think I look good," and Von retweeted it. Then a few days later, KI allegedly caught a BD on the train and put hands on him. She hopped on Twitter to clown him over the situation and told him to tell Von that she's tough. That's when Von came in and said he knows she's really about it and asked if she was looking for a boyfriend. Then after KI was done airing out the dude she put hands on, Von tagged her and said, "I think I love you." He also said he was going to treat her right and started calling her wifey on Twitter. KI flirted back, then Von told her, "I'm missing you. I'll be having you on my mind a lot." He even told his sister that he was going to marry KI, and she's the only one from the Jarl neighborhood who wasn't the lane. A few years later, someone started posting KI's alleged private messages from back then, and Von allegedly slid into her DMs looking to hook up. KI curved him, then Von told her he liked her for real straight up. And said that he was going to have her when everything was over. KI asked Von straight up if O-Block was trying to take her out, and Von told her there was some dudes who wanted to, but he wouldn't do it because she seemed cool as hell. Then Von asked KI when she was going to stop gangbanging, and she called him a goofy and said she was never going to leave the streets. Gonna die in the trenches too. And that's when KI started clowning him and saying the BDs must be really afraid of her if they was trying to take her out that badly. Von told KI they was just trying to take out any ops they could, and it wasn't all about her. Then Von said if he really wanted to kill her, he could have done it that day when he caught her lacking on the train. KI was obviously done going back and forth with him. And at the end of the DMs, she told him, "Get with it or get lost. I'm ready to go to war with anybody." Around the same time the alleged DMs were going on, Von aired out KI again on Twitter for getting beat up on the train and said he should have spit on her. They started flirting back and forth again on Twitter, but at the same time, K.I. was allegedly sliding into op territory trying to find Vaughn in real life. K.I. even tried to set up a gunfight with Vaughn and his homie T-Roy, but Vaughn told her to hit him up when she was ready to go out with him and said, "I'll risk my life to get some of that." While this whole weird exchange was going on between them, bodies were dropping on both sides in real life. And in
Said he was risking
2013,
life to
Vaughn
get
got
some of
booked in
that.
jail.
What the hell?
His sister Kayla tagged
Chill
K.I.
out, bro.
and told her that Vaughn wanted her to come visit him behind bars. Before Vaughn got locked up, he allegedly murdered a dude from Drawl City named P5. According to rumors, P5 was on his way to pick up some
Bro,
weight.
King Vaughn,
But when he
bro.
got to the spot,
He
Vaughn,
allegedly
J
have
Money,
about 10,
Big A,
15
LA
bodies,
Capone,
bro.
and many hopped out and ambushed him.
He's
P5
a
knew he was
real
in trouble and
drill
tried to
rapper,
run off.
bro.
But Manny shot him in the back.
That nigga
P5
get at
hit the
least
ground.
14
And that's
bodies.
when the rest of them walked up and let off 6 shots into his face.
He done kill at least
Vaughn was
14
behind
people.
bars, so K.I. couldn't get to him. But she allegedly killed J Money to get revenge for
crazy.
P5's death. Even though K.I. just allegedly murdered his friend, one of the first things Vaughn did when he got out of jail was hit her up on Twitter and ask if she missed him. K.I. responded asking when they was gonna link up and added a bunch of gun emojis. And Vaughn asked why she didn't come see him while he was booked. This is when it seemed like everything changed between Vaughn and K.I. They was always going from flirting to sending shots at each other on Twitter, but then K.I. took the disrespect to another level when she clowned Vaughn for losing J Money while he was locked up. That's allegedly when K.I. became a full-on op for Vaughn, and he tweeted, "My problem is I can't stay mad at females. I'll be forgiven. Unless you a op, you get dealt with." And just a couple months later, K.I. would end up dead.
Wow.
A month before K.I. died, STL EBT took another huge loss when Lil B was shot and killed by the
Damn,
police.
bro. Vaughn killer?
Lil B was
That's
one
who
of the most
killer?
savage shooters in Chicago history, and he was putting in hella work in the streets. Plus, he was real tight with K.I. Starting in 2011, Lil B went
Bro,
on a
people
shooting spree
saying
like
Vaughn
nobody'd ever
killer,
seen.
bro.
In September
You see what he had to say
2011,
right
he
now.
allegedly killed a dude named Jizzle who worked a set called Squirt Town. Then less than a month later, he allegedly caught a dude from Trap City named Rio and killed him on sight.
God
Taking out 2
damn.
ops in a month was crazy. But what happened next turned Lil B into a legend for the GDs. On October 18, 2011, Lil B allegedly walked straight up into O Block and caught another body. A dude from O Block named J Hood talked about the situation and said he was on the block with Oogie, Platoon, and a couple other homies, and they was all supposed to be going somewhere together. J Hood had to run inside real fast and see someone, but as soon as he got to a stairwell, he heard shots going off outside.
I'm running upstairs, bro. I no bullshit on my granny. I'm running upstairs. All I hear, boom, 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 boom.
Damn.
I fly up the stairs so I could look out the window to see what the was going on. I look out the window. I literally see 2 over Oogie on Old Grave. I see 2 over Oogie, bro. I'm talking about standing over him. I just know they killed, bro. I know they killed. So while I'm running, right? I'm running to go get Oogie and them peoples, and guess who I stumble upon? Laying on the ground. Toon.
Platoon ended up dying, and most people
bro.
believe he was the 4th body Lil B caught in 2011. He became one of the scariest dudes on the GD side, and his death had a major impact on K.I. She changed her Twitter name to No Surrender Lil B, then allegedly went sliding into op territory again for revenge. According to
Capone,
rumors,
that's
the
him.
first op she spotted was Chief Keef's
So he
cousin,
killed
Blood
LA
Money,
Capone.
who repped a BD set called Front Street. He was
One of
standing
the old
outside his
block
house
top
chopping
members.
it up with his cousin when a shooter rolled through and hit him in the chest. And Blood Money was pronounced dead later that day.
God,
A lot of
leave.
people say Blood Money wasn't even that active in the streets. He was 30 years old at the time.
It don't
and had
matter,
just
bro.
signed a
If
deal
you,
with Interscope
if
a
you
couple weeks before he
family
died.
and you
But
involved
that
with
ain't
these
stop him
niggas,
from getting
bro,
caught up in
they
the
can
street
kill you
drama.
close to you.
K.I. was already
You
one
know
of
what
the
I'm
most
saying?
hated ops in the city. But after rumors started flying that she pulled the trigger on Blood Money,
This
it only
girl
took
was
him 24
crazy,
hours
bro.
to get revenge and kill her. On April 11th, 2014, K.I. hopped on Twitter around 4 in the morning and wrote, "In the end, we died." And a few hours later, she dropped her location too. She was
Stupid.
walking to FBG Wooskie's place with Butter when a
Dropped
shooter
the
ran
load,
up
too.
and started letting off shots. Butter got hit in the leg and ran off. But
Damn.
K.I. caught 9 bullets and was
Oh
pronounced
my
dead a
God.
few years later.
Woo!
After K.I. was killed, rumors was flying from the jump that Vaughn was the shooter.
Oh
Jay
my
Hood even told
God.
Capone News that Vaughn came up to him right after it went down and claimed he took her out. And the next day, Vaughn was all over Twitter clowning the ops. The cops didn't respond on the
Damn.
situation, but he gave him an alibi, and they ain't have enough evidence to book him back then. A few years later, though, paperwork leaked that showed Vaughn was the #1 suspect in the case and probably would have been arrested over the situation if he didn't get killed back in 2020. He allegedly even brags about killing her on the track war with us when he raps, "Knock all that meat out your taco. Hollow tips spinning like cyclones. FaceTime a like iPhone. Put a pretty op in the morgue. All that
Damn.
drop dead gorgeous." Damn, I'm heartless. You can call me the Tin Man. Von ain't the only dude people think killed K.I. though. FBG Butter was there that day and got shot too. But he told DJ UTV straight up,
Von didn't kill Garret. Period. And Von took credit for a lot of murders. In real life, he said he did a lot of shit. I saw the motherfucker who popped us. He did. On first grade. And it was grown.
You can say Vaughn didn't kill it, but she ain't want to give Vaughn credit.
Hasky
Do
was
it
the type
ain't
of
right.
OG before he
You
died.
know what I'm
He was
saying?
one of the most respected dudes in
Vaughn
the
killer,
hood.
bro.
He always
That's
went
who
by the
killer.
name Big A, but after K.I. died, Big A started calling himself Hasky, which allegedly stands for Ask K.I. Hasky was allegedly putting a lot of pressure on the GDs, but 2 years after K.I. died, he was shot and killed right across the street from O Block. There's a restaurant in the area called Sammy's Grill and Restaurant.
Excuse me, R.I.P.
One
man.
night, someone from O Block spotted some dudes who weren't from the block and came back with like 8 dudes, including Hasky. The alleged story is that Hasky and his homie went into Sammy's to check the dudes inside. And as soon as one of them saw Hasky clutching the strap, they upped their own gun and started letting off shots. Hasky fell to the ground and dropped his pole. And that's when a dude from the other side picked it up and shot Hasky 2 more times in the head. After
God
Von hopped
damn.
in the booth and started blowing up in the rap game, he shouted Hasky out on the track Wait. A lot of people think Big Hasky was the one who killed K.I., but on the track, Von makes it sound like Hasky drove him to the spot, and Von is the one who hopped out and pulled the trigger. He raps, I was sliding with Big A. We was riding down the tray. I hit the alley, told bro, wait. You know King Von do his thing. I hopped out, no, I don't play. Non-Beretta on my waist, I count the crowd, didn't hesitate. Another song that makes people think Von was behind the hit was when Dirk hopped on E-Day's track, War, and raps. That BDK beef, boy, they say I started it. He say he smoking Tuka, I say put a little mark in that. I just bought a new chopper, I got KI all on my... All the districts but 111th, all on my... Dirk and Von was real tight and was fighting the case together when Von was killed. And a lot of people think Dirk was shouting him out over the KI murder with this verse. The cops decided not to charge Von back in the day because they didn't have enough evidence. But it turns out they was trying to tie her death to another murder he allegedly committed a couple years earlier. Back in October 2012, a dude from STL EBT named Modell was walking down the block with his cousin Miles when a shooter popped out and hit both of them up. Modell ended up dying from a chest shot, and Miles was paralyzed for the rest of his life. According to the police, they wanted to use the Modell case and tie it into K.I.'s murder investigation too. The report said that after Von got booked for K.I.'s death, it would make witnesses in the Modell case less afraid to work with the cops because Von wouldn't be out on the streets to kill him. But before the cops could bring him in, Von ended up getting killed in Atlanta and the case went cold again. It seemed like her murder would probably never get solved. But then the situation took a shocking twist. FBG Butter was called up to testify during the trial against O Block for FBG Duck's murder.
Butter is
That's
a
when he
rat,
told
bro.
everyone who really pulled the trigger on K.I. Butter had said for years that Von was
Dog
the
y'all
shooter.
see.
But during the trial,
I ain't snitching,
Butter
but they
recently
call
admitted
you in
that
to
Von really was the
testify.
one
That's
who killed
snitching,
K.I.
bro.
According to Butter,
They say, why you didn't tell
It's a rat.
Von killed Garret? I say, because I wanted him. I don't want a dead cap. I wanted to kill him myself. Oh, everybody in there just looking like, what the f*** did he just say?
now that Von's dead, it don't matter who knows anymore. K.I. allegedly put some major pressure on the BDs before she was killed. And even though it seemed like Von
You
had a
should have
thing
stayed
for her
in
back
school
in the
and
day,
learn a book.
none of that matters when you're wrapped up in one of the craziest gang wars in history.
R.I.P. to everybody in this video, man. I'm out. Peace.